We live in the age of the great avoidance. It doesn't look like running. It looks like efficiency. A podcast while you fold laundry. A video while you eat. A scroll the moment the elevator doors close. We tell ourselves we're staying informed, staying productive. But beneath the noise, there is a frantic, invisible flight. We aren't running toward information. We are running away from the person who appears the moment the room goes quiet. Pause. Ourselves. What happens to a mind that never speaks to its owner? Today, we explore the heavy price of avoiding your own thoughts. In the 1980s, Harvard psychologist Daniel Wegner discovered a glitch in the human brain. He called it ironic process theory. He asked participants to do one simple thing. Don't think of a white bear. Almost immediately, they couldn't think of anything else. The harder they tried to suppress the thought, the more aggressive it became. When you use digital noise to drown out an uncomfortable thought, a regret, an anxiety, a deep realization, you aren't deleting it. You are simply backgrounding it. Think of your mind like a computer. You've hidden the tab, but the program is still running. It's eating your RAM. It's draining your battery. This is why you feel exhausted even when you haven't done much. You aren't tired from working. You're tired from the energy it takes to keep your own thoughts at bay. Thoughts are the data points of your life. Ignore them, and your decisions are guided by noise, rather than signal. Every avoided thought is a missed opportunity to understand yourself. Over time, you become a stranger in your own skin. Choices feel automatic. Reactions feel reactive. Moments of introspection shrink, until your mind feels crowded even when it's quiet. The small, creeping loss of self-awareness is invisible, but profound. You might notice only a foggy sense that something is missing. That subtle emptiness, it's the cost of running from yourself. Boredom is misunderstood. Most people think they hate it. What they actually hate is the initial wave of suppressed thoughts that arrive when the noise stops. Those thoughts are loud at first, uncomfortable, painful even. But if you sit through the storm, you reach what I call the creative calm. This is where clarity lives. This is where ideas finally form. And this is why avoiding your own thoughts slowly erodes not just focus, but your internal compass. Here's something most people don't realize. Silence isn't asking you to endure it. It's asking you to listen. The discomfort you feel isn't an enemy. It's information. It's your mind surfacing what it hasn't had space to say. And when you immediately escape, you never hear what it was trying to show you. So instead of forcing yourself to tolerate silence, try approaching it with curiosity. When restlessness shows up, ask, what is this trying to tell me? You don't need an answer right away. Just the willingness to stay present long enough to notice. Silence is an empty space. It's where your unedited self lives. And the more you avoid it, the more distant you become from who you actually are. But the moment you stop running, even briefly, something subtle shifts. Not dramatic, not cinematic, just quieter, clearer, more honest. Silence feels uncomfortable now. Not because it's harmful, but because we've forgotten how to meet ourselves inside it. And remembering starts with awareness. If this video made you pause, even for a moment, that pause matters. Subscribe if you want to keep exploring the parts of modern life we rarely question. And in the comments, tell me this. When was the last time you sat in silence without reaching for something? I read every response. Next time, we'll look at what happens when we constantly override our own thoughts, and how that shapes who we become over time. Until then, let the quiet sit a little longer tonight.